Hello, Virgo, and welcome to your intuitive energy forecast for the month of March 2020. My name is Lyle. This is my space here on YouTube, and I can be found on social media, Instagram and Facebook at Wisdom of the Heart, and my website is lisalyle.com. So, how are you all doing? I feel really excited about being guided to connect today to share these messages. It is, we are still in February at the time of this recording. And as we come into March, I'm feeling such a strong supportive energy of the divine feminine. The divine feminine, the mother energy, as well as the energy of our ancestors, really guiding us toward this new birth that is gestating within us. So I'm just guided to get right into it. And I'm again this month working with the Magdalene, the Divine Order of Magdalene Sisters, and the dragon energy. And then, of course, we're going to tune a little more shamanically through the ancestors, to find some messages with respect to our healing path this month, our medicine this month, as well as an animal guide. So look at this. And I believe this came up for Virgo last month or in the overall yearly as well. Sacred sexuality. And so I'm really strongly being guided to say, if there are those of you who are tuned into this message and you are still engaging in sexual relationships that are not feeding your soul. So if you are just having a booty call or something like that, you are in fact creating more energetic damage within yourself that is going to, at some point in time, get your attention and ask you to rise up from the wound. Because our sexuality is one of the most sacred aspects of ourself. And when we, as women, when we think about our anatomy and the way that we receive the other in a sexual context, they are entering us through our root system, through our root and into that creative womb space of the sacral chakra where, where fertilization, if you will, takes place. So it's really important to no longer allow yourself to, I'm guided to say settle for anything less than a perfect vibrational fit for you. And that is going to really, it's going to be about the outside of the bedroom, if you will, outside in your everyday life, because that is a part of the dance, if you will, the dance of the divine feminine and masculine coming together. For others of you, March looks like it's going to be a passionate month, full of opportunities for expansion, full of opportunity to seed your dreams. Because when we are in a healthy sexual relationship, it's truly healing. It is a healing experience, and it is it's like an opening. It's a connection through which we open more and we envision more for ourselves, for our life. When in balance, divine union in a sexual nature is really, it supports the creativity beyond the sex energy, the sex content of a relationship. So that's steamy, Virgo. That is really steamy. And for some of you, for all for all of us, our sexual engagement is going to impact our emotional, mental, spiritual, and physical health, either for the positive or in a way that is repressive and still, in fact, triggering wounds. Well, this card wanted to come out quickly. The Black Dragon from Saturn. I feel immediately when I connect with this, I'm feeling the energy of protection. And I feel this energy of protection as you move beyond the limitations of the man-made mind, of the human mind, and as you move deeper into the depths of the sacredness of your physical experience. Does that make sense? It says brings you wisdom through spiritual discipline. So what are your day-to-day practices this month? This month there is a focus, and it's been a focus right from the beginning of the year, and in fact for a long time, and yet we have for many, we have kind of pushed to the side, and we've heard things like meditation's not important. We don't need to meditate. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Because it's an important component to our spiritual well-being. And, when I talk about, I really don't like to separate any part of our experience, because it is a co-experience. It's all existing together. So if our spiritual well-being is not being taken care of, it's going to have a filter down impact on our physical well-being, on our emotional well-being, on our mental well-being. So meditation, I feel, if you haven't committed to yourself at this point in 2020, you are strongly guided and encouraged to commit to yourself and to commit to your spiritual practices. Because what I'm hearing through the spiritual practices, through the sacred sexuality, the sensuality, the sensual experience, because perhaps not all of us, I'm a Virgo as well, perhaps not all of us are in a relationship where there is this type of energy. Yet that doesn't mean we are not sexual or sensual by nature, because we are. And so I feel like, perhaps some of you out there are single, as I am. Perhaps this is also about you taking time for yourself to, allow yourself, I'm feeling like dancing, allowing yourself to become really fluid. And, when you are connecting with your physical body, like really appreciating yourself, all you have been through, and all that this physical body is able to experience. Because, your wisdom, the wisdom of your heart. I laugh every time I say that, because it was given to me years ago that is what my social media presence was meant to be, wisdom of the heart. And this is truly a journey where we are all asked to touch base or to tune into the wisdom of our heart, because the wisdom of our heart exists beyond this realm of time and space. We have ancient roots that go back to the beginning of time and exist way beyond time. Concentrate. So through meditation, through spiritual practices, it allows you to become focused and concentrate on what it is that you truly desire, what it is that you would like to see manifest in form. Focus on your ultimate vision. Congratulate yourself, you have passed the test. And so I feel like we tend to we tend not to appreciate ourselves and how far we have come and how much we have overcome. And we're always looking, we can be looking for signs of our personal growth, or, and sometimes they're not visible. Sometimes it's not visible in the external because the work that you're doing is really taking place on a cellular level. And there's a lot of activity on a cellular level. We are, at this time in human evolution, we are bombarded with all kinds of technology. We are bombarded by all kinds of outside influences that have an impact on our physical, emotional, spiritual well-being, and mostly our physical and mental, because the spiritual, through the spiritual, we will engage in habits that are more uplifting. We will engage in practices that are more supportive and nurturing to our heart space. We will, I just feel like, if you're into houseplants like I am, they are coming up a lot in my readings, but if you're into houseplants, it's a beautiful, the process of nurturing your plants and the new growth. And, if you do have houseplants in the winter, the growth tends to be slower, yet you continue to nurture and trust that the time and energy you take and you put into your plants is going to show you new growth. Sooner or later, it's going to show you new growth. And that's the same with us. So I do feel for Virgo, March is really about honing our focus, getting into focus with this space, with the heart space, so that we can open up, so that we can, begin to manifest into form what our vision is, our honed in vision, our heart-centered vision. And, the card that comes through, so I'm working with this card comes from the Chakra Insight deck. And this is number 25, 7. It's the physical body. It is through the physical body, all of, I'm like, the magic explodes. It's through the physical body that all the light is called to shine out. This feels very heart chakra to me. And it's speaking about our passion. What are you passionate about? Clearly, I'm passionate about sharing with all of you. What are you passionate about? And we're really, this year is really about focusing, honing in on our passion. And passion will come from the heart. And, we can go right back to this sacred sexuality for a moment, because this is passionate too, right? This is passionate too. And yet, if not in a harmonized, supportive, sacred relationship, this it's not sustaining, right? It doesn't have staying power. It's about, it can be in its lowest form very much about the physical expression, the ejaculation, the orgasm. This is different. Sacred sexuality supports our passion coming to life, and living passionately, living from our heart center supports deeper connection through sacred union with another, with a lover. This card speaks about desire, fun, fulfillment, and joy. And so as you focus on meditation and spiritual practices this month, remember the highest expression of your life force energy in this lifetime is joy. Your expression of joy. Live your joy. Trust that joy was the intended way for all divine souls. For all divine souls. And it's really time, for my Virgo family and friends, it's really time for us to step up step out and shine, allow ourselves to be seen. And, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. It's not always, it's that saying's coming to mind, easier said than done. Well, in fact, what they're saying to me, no, it's time to get it done. It's time to do those things that you want to do and that are right and true for you. It's not about allowing, it's no longer are we being held back by limiting beliefs or by ancestry or, DNA or anything like that. We are here to move beyond that experience. We are here to move beyond the wheel of karma into that spiral of grace. So let's tune in to the energy of our ancestors and see what love and support they have for Virgo for March 2020. And I ask that, the messages they bring through are clearly understood and, of course, serve our greatest and highest good. We got 2 cards here, Virgo. Okay, and they're 2 beautiful cards. Conch Shell, the Calling, and the Medicine Mask, Authenticity. I love this, and I love conch shells too. Our souls are calling out to us. Always have been, always will be. Are we still enough to hear the sound of our soul's call? Because this month, I feel like the soul's really calling for all of us to get serious, to get serious about what we have come here to do and to birth our dreams through unconditional love, the energy of unconditional love, and allow ourselves to be seen. This feels like a very powerful, some may find this image like a little frightening. I find it incredibly powerful, and I love all the red in it because at the beginning of the year, red was shown to me as the color for this year. And when we look at our physical body, where does red reside in our chakra system? At the base of our spine, the root. And this is, I do feel like, the inner child is, your soul has been calling from the beginning of this lifetime. And now in March, I feel like it's the inner child calling to be seen, to be born again through you. That magical, mystical, whimsical child that didn't have a care in the world, or perhaps maybe too many cares in the world, and that's where the disconnect. This is a month of reconnection. This is a month of, integrity is the word that's coming through. Be true to you. Are you being true to you and your heart path? Or are you, conforming and trying to fit into spaces that no longer work for you? And, and that could be within relationship as well. So let's see what animal guide wants to come forth for Virgo for the month of March 2020. And again, this is connecting us back to our early days, our ancestors, when we were well aware of our connection to nature, when we were well aware of our, and when we, in fact, revered the nature element, the animal kingdom, and we get Firefly here. And, this is about, for me, Firefly is really about shining your light. And I can remember when I was a kid and we would go visit my grandparents in Nova Scotia, fireflies, or lightning bugs, we called them. Fireflies were abundant, and they were just these magical little creatures that would light up, you'd see them in the woods and in the yard at night. And sometimes, if you were really lucky, one would get in the house and end up in your bedroom. So I really feel like this is about shining your light upon yourself. And even in those dark spaces, perhaps within your physical experience, shining your light, allowing the light of your soul to shine truth into all areas where truth may have become distorted and confused. And I'm feeling that this will really, happen through meditation, taking the time for yourself this month. And know that, there's a lot that seeks to be revealed to you. So let's see what the guidebook says. This is from the Wild Unknown Spirit Guidebook. Don't forget, like, comment, share, and please subscribe to this channel. Your support means so much. I'm inching my way up towards 500 at this time when I record, and I'm really hoping to break 1,000 soon. So your support is greatly appreciated. Also, throughout the month of March, I will be continuing to offer messages in this format, Magdalene Dragon messages, and I will, you can reach out to me via email for that, or I will list everything in the description box below, but for whatever reason, YouTube does not allow me to use links from my PayPal. So if you are interested in working with me, you can either copy and paste the link to book your appointment, or you can just send me an email and we can work it out that way as well. I'm hoping to have all these glitches cleared up soon. 2020 is the year of clearing things up and streamlining. So, Firefly, inspired and fantastic, yet fleeting. And this is where I'm feeling like the meditation and stuff supports the longevity. Fleeting, I'm also thinking back to that sexual contact and engagement that's for the physical, the orgasm, the ejaculation, that instant gratification. We're really called to focus on increasing our staying power through devotion and dedication to our soul's higher calling. The firefly contains the light of 1,000 stars. It's pure, radiant, and illuminating. This high-frequency charge cannot be sustained for long. Therefore, the firefly card indicates a moment of inspiration or awakening that quickly fades if we do not catch it. There is firefly energy behind every poem, song, and invention. Our job is to be ready to harness this creative spirit when it graces our path. What can you do to support this precious and elusive light? So when in balance, it writes, creates, and brainstorms. When out of balance, it's burnt out and feels dull. And to bring into balance, write a poem, draw, poetry, cook a creative meal, try something different, get creative. So Virgo, I trust that these messages resonate with and make sense to you. And I wish you a really, our full moon is coming up this month. I don't even know the date. Maybe the 11th of March. We have our full moon in Virgo. And this always really feels like, a time of rebirth. We have completed a lunar cycle from our new moon to now our full moon. So, really work with this beautiful supportive energy. What is our moon asking you to release and let go of so that you can receive, so you can be open to the grace of the abundant universe. Have a wonderful March, Virgo, and next time we talk, it will be spring here. So excited. I'm sending you so much love and gratitude. Don't forget, like, comment, share, and of course, subscribe. See you soon. Take good care. Rise and shine.